Hello,
welcome to
SNT
SNT
Chats.
Chats.
Today we bring you Mi Tang Yan
Beef.
beef. So how did Tang Yan and Mi get beef? Let's start from the beginning where they became besties.
Yes, let's begin with that.
Yeah.
So they were best friends, and then now they're enemies, kind of.
Oh, that was fast.
I mean, you're gonna talk about the process of it, but
yeah.
I'm telling you the end and the beginning. I mean, I don't know if they're enemies. Maybe
They're more like frenemies right now, I feel like.
Yeah, they just don't talk with each other.
Yeah, they don't talk.
Yeah.
All right. So in the beginning, they debuted basically at the same time. They became closer when apparently Tang Yan got cheated on by a boyfriend Qiu Ze, and then Yang Mi stood out and posted something on Weibo and be like, "Oh, this cheater, blah 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 blah, no good." And then they got close. And then at Yang Mi's wedding, she only invited Tang Yan to be her bridesmaid.
She was the only bridesmaid.
Yeah, so that was a very big thing. Apparently, the beef started. So this was all on Douyin, mind you, okay? Well, and Wikipedia, but how much can you trust Wikipedia, right? Okay, so first of all, I got probably a couple of things about this, right? That led to their ultimate breakup. So the first thing is in 2015, Diamond Lover came out. So it starred Luo Jin, Rain, Tang Yan, and Dili Reba. So when news came out about this, everybody was very excited because, you know, Reba was under Yang Mi's
agency
then, right? So when the drama came out, there's also news articles that came out said how, Reba was so much better at this
yes, yeah.
versus Tang Yan.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of gossipy articles that came out.
I think the article mostly were saying that the second female lead was better than the main female lead, who was Tang Yan.
Yeah. So apparently there was a Weibo account that was spreading rumors about Tang Yan. So then Tang Yan's studio sued that Weibo account.
Okay.
And then soon after that, they're like, oh yeah, Yang Mi got interviewed by this Weibo account. So they started spreading that. And then like videos popped out about how she was being asked this question, which we will talk about later on. When news articles about how Reba was better than Tang Yan came out, there were rumors that said that it was Yang Mi that did it, and she did this to make her own celebrity popular and make money. Yeah, that's one thing. The second thing is in 2015, there's two dramas that came out. It's My Sunshine TV drama and You Are My Sunshine the movie, right? So both TV drama and movie was based on the same book. And then Tang Yan acted in the drama, and then Yang Mi acted in the movie.
Did the movie? Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So then, you know, because it's basically based on the same book,
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
they basically got like compared
So much.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like people were mean about it.
Yeah, it's like Internal Love. There's a movie and there's a drama.
Yeah.
The drama is by Yang Mi.
Yeah.
The movie is by Liu Yifei.
There was a lot of fire between the fan groups. They were ripping at each other. It was crazy.
Hold on. At
Yeah.
this point, is their friendship starting to go downhill, or is it still like just everything that's going on?
Yep, so we're gonna get to that part right now. You know how previously we said that, Yang Mi got interviewed right after the Weibo account got sued, right? But when I dig a bit more, the video that they actually used was from a 2017 like Weibo ceremony video. Because in the back it says like you can't see the whole thing, but then it says like 217.
Okay.
Right, and then I'm like, hold up a second, right?
Yeah.
And then when I started digging on Douyin, I was like, yo, it's the same video. It's a award ceremony video.
Oh, so they were using that.
Yeah, because in that video, the MC asked, it's like, oh yeah, so there's rumors about like beef between you and Tang Yan. Like, are you guys like, what's happening? And then Yang Ming's like, well, you know, like we've known each other for a really long time, and it's crazy to think that we would hate each other like over what the internet says. And then I'm like, yo, that's true, you know, because if you really believe in your bestie, it's like you wouldn't listen to all the rumors for
Yeah, and I think I remember like Yummy, she really treasured prefers like friendship.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to find pure friendship in the entertainment industry, and I
yes.
believe that time like she really treasured her and Tang Yan's friendship, and vice versa. I think Tang Yan too. So they really treasure the friendship. I think. Are you done with all your beef?
No, not yet.
Okay, because I think the point that hit the beef you haven't mentioned yet.
Yeah. So the next thing I want to point out is that Tang Yan's work studio reposted a post. So that post said, it's like, this is a conversation between me and my friend. So the friend was like, hey, are you gonna watch The Eternal Love? And then poster was like, I don't know, maybe. And then friend was like, you should watch it. It's pretty good. And then the post was like, I'll think about it. And then at the bottom, it basically says, if it was Tang Yan,
I would definitely watch it.
I would definitely watch it. So then that post came out, and then all hell broke loose.
Oof.
Yeah. And then Tang Yan's work studio came out and was like, it's not us. The account's been hacked. The post has been deleted.
Okay.
They said
so
the account
they're
was
saying
stolen.
that they didn't post this.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Someone
saying-
hacked in and
yeah,
posted this.
Yeah. So they're like, is it or is it not? You know, so that just added more fire
To
more
the
wood
yeah.
to the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
The last thing that I want to talk about in the 2020 award ceremony, I think it's the Weibo award ceremony. There's a bunch of 85ers actresses.
Yeah. 八五花.
Yeah, they are what? Tang Yan, Yang Mi,
刘亦菲,
Liu Yifei,
刘诗诗,
Liu Shishi, Angela Baby.
Angela.
And Angela Baby, right? So when those beauties were walking up to the stage, so Yang Mi was right there, and then Tang Yan was walking up, right? And then Tang Yan realized that if she kept the speech, she will stand next to Yang Mi. So then what Tang Yan did, Tang Yan went to Angela Baby, who was behind her, and was like, oh, you go first. So then afterwards, you can see that it's Yang Mi, Angela Baby, and then Tang Yan.
Yeah, and they were like not looking at each other
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I heard online or what I saw about how the beef like really got to each other was when Tang Yan was getting married, because there was like gossip of like Tang Yan and Luo Jing like dating or something, right? And then first, all actors and actors are like, oh no, we're not, blah blah blah. And then because Yang Mi and Tang Yan are good friends, so obviously the reporters asking like, oh, so Yang Mi is Tang Yan and Luo Jing dating? And I was like, oh no, they're not. And then she said one answer, and then like a day later or a few hours later, both Luo Jing and Tang Yan confirmed that they were dating or getting married.
So when Yang Mi was still married, she was like, oh, I wish my bestie Tang Yan could find her man.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
And then Tang Yan came up with a post that said,
I think that's the thing I'm talking about.
That's the thing,
That's the
right?
thing I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Yang Mi, like, it seemed like she didn't know that she was in a relationship
Yeah,
yet.
yeah,
But if you're best friends, obviously you know, like, right away.
Right,
You're the
right.
first one to tell,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then, like, a few days later, a few hours later, Tang Yan comes out and saying she's dating
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
That's the one. That's
yeah,
that's how it all like really started all this beef stuff.
my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly though, I feel like in a way that's publicity.
Which part of it?
Like the whole act,
You mean this whole beef thing?
the whole beef thing.
Well, do you remember when Tang Yan went on a reality TV show, that segment, she was saying how like when
About
you
friends.
become so close to someone and then you're like best friends and you're hanging out all the time and then at the end you realize they were just using you.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, like she didn't say who, but
Right.
like we could all guess who she was hinting at, like
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So she was saying that, hinting that Yang Mi was using her
Yeah.
the whole
Well,
time.
no, she wasn't hinting at anything. Everyone else is thinking that's what she's hinting at.
Yes. I mean,
You know.
well, when you take that in perspective, that's what I would think that too, because of the whole thing that happened. But I think Yang Mi also went into a reality TV. We've showed this clip before, and someone asked like, "Have you ever been like backstab?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "Yes, I'm so used to it." Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but that was after she got backstabbed at her company.
Yeah, the
too,
company
though.
thing, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. When friendship involves money, it's really hard to maintain, I guess. Yeah, I think that's why there's a saying like, I don't know if it's a saying in Chinese, but it's like never do business with your friends.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to keep a really pure good friendship. Never do like big business with your friends.
I mean, you can, but I don't have any money.
I mean, we do small businesses, you know, like, but it's like money we don't even, it's like not gonna make us millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna ruin our friendship that much.
But I mean, I just want to say that honestly, from judging from how they are in public, when they're in a public area, does it look like they're keeping a distance from each other? Yes. But are they openly hostile to each other? No, they're not.
I think they still have, like I was saying, I think they're both really good people.
Yeah.
Or pretty decent people, not too bad. So they're not like, just because our relationship didn't really work out,
Yeah.
you know, we're not friends anymore, I'm not gonna like destroy your image like so badly.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do that.
I don't want to stand on sides, but I do believe Yang Mi when she said that, like, just because of rumors online, circulating online, does not mean that it will dictate their relationship with each other, you know? And I think that that is true because, you know, if you really trust someone, if you really take that person as your best friend, then yeah, you wouldn't be swayed by this fickle things that's just on the internet.
But I don't think they're friends anymore. Like, it's pretty obvious.
Well, no, you never know though.
Well, yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, you never
actually.
know.
'Cause sometimes you might. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I would agree with that,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with the Chinese entertainment and everything.
Yeah. You know, there might be a lot of stories behind it. And plus, you know, in a way, this kind of breakup is very good publicity. No matter how you think about it, it's good publicity.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, they both became pretty famous.
Yeah.
I don't think
right?
I don't know if it's from this, but they definitely.
This probably helped with their publicity.
It was a hot topic for a while,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
still
yeah.
do. I think till this day, people still talk about
Yeah,
it. You know,
for sure.
so yeah, very very sad. But that's how the Chinese entertainment industry is like.
Yeah, just take this with a grain of salt, you know, because everything was found on Douyin, and this is what the netizens of China is saying.
Yeah, everything is usually they show you what you want to see.
Yeah.
So do we really know the reason behind a lot of stuff, like the Yu Menglong thing?
Yeah.
I don't think we will ever get an answer.
Yeah.
Unless the whole Chinese government collapsed or something.
Oh, on a tangent, you know how they said that Yu Menglong's body is at the 798 museum? Now the museum has mysteriously gone on fire.
Yes, and also the owner of that museum or the CEO is arrested.
Sus, you know?
Crazy, and like all with the pink hair guy and the girl actress,
Yeah.
like it was all kind of like an act too. They're having beef with each other, not knowing each other. Everything was an act.
Yeah.
So
So you never know. Don't take everything like what they show you, like literally, you know, because you never know. It's a scheme, you know.
But I do want to say that Yang Mi, she recently won an award. I think she won at the Weibo Award recently, a couple nights ago.
Oh.
Yeah, for her new film. I didn't watch it, but I kind of saw clips of it because she kind of changed. She kind of changed her style too.
Oh.
Because people was always bashing her, saying her acting sucks. You know,
No.
so she went the more 农村,
A farmer.
and country girl, which requires a lot of acting.
Let's all go support her with her new film so that she knows that she has some love overseas too.
Yeah, she does. Okay, that's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.